Okay, that sounds fair.
Hey, hey, peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Peaceful vibrations. We haven't gone live and done any readings, any on the spot mini readings in a while. So I'm gonna wait for everybody to come in and try to get the energy right. My energy was a little scattered earlier today, so we're probably gonna start today with meditation. I have a writing pad so I can write down notes on the birthdays and do my calculations today. Today, our main focus is going to be on couples, mini couple readings. I'm going to talk about couples and I'm going to tell y'all about your situation based on your birthday. Um, when you submit your information for a reading, do not submit the person's name. You ain't got to submit your partner's name or anything like that. Just put your birthday and put your partner's birthday, and I'll do the reading from there. Um, you don't have to, again, put their name, put their government, all of that information in there. We're not trying to shout people out. I'm only going to refer to the person that's in the chat who puts their information down. Also, feel free to donate for the readings. If you don't have it, you don't have it. But if you can, any donation is acceptable. Any donation is greatly appreciated and honored. Feel free to donate to my Cash App. My Cash App is $A Zabriskie. Hey, FA, $A Zabriskie. Um, and or my Venmo. My Venmo is my whole government, Ozma Zabriskie, Ozma Dash Zabriskie. Um, in addition to all of that, if you want to, if we have time, we can also go into the addresses of places and the vibration of the address because a lot of times we want to move somewhere new, we want to do something new, in terms of buying a house or finding an apartment. You want an address that resonates with you numerically or vibrationally, because there's so much in numbers. Also, just to add, I have with Plantain Futures, I have an upcoming event on July 3rd. July 3rd, Cancer season with another fellow Cancer. And we are going to do an event called Moonerology. Moonerology is basically us giving some knowledge on manifestation when it comes to using the moon and the moon phases, as well as when it comes to using numerology. So, shout out to my homegirl, Samil. I'm super excited about that event. That's going to be in New Jersey. So, email her. I can actually afterwards put the information in the chat on who to email for the payment. Is $33. We're going to be providing little light refreshments, little light snacks as we share the information, and you guys are going to have things that you can take home. So we're going to talk about using the moon phases for manifestation as well as using the numbers. I'm going to be teaching a little bit on numerology that day. So feel free to come through. Feel free to show support. Feel free to share the information with anyone who you may know who may or may not be interested in it. So I just wanted to say that to start off. I'm waiting for everybody to come in because I know a few people wanted to do some readings today. So I'm waiting for them to come in and join. We are doing couples readings. So only thing I need is the birthday of your person and the birthday of you. You don't even got to give me the year. You can give me the month and the day, and I will make the comparison about the couples together. Okay. If you want to give the year, then I can go a little more extensive, but these are mini readings. So if you want a personal reading, feel free to hit me up privately and I will let you know my rates. We can schedule a date and a time on when I could do the reading for you and I can get the information for you. So I do 30-minute numerology readings. I do 60-minute numerology readings. I do numerology reading plus birth chart interpretation reading, and I do couples readings. So, and this is just solely using the numbers. And I actually combine a lot of astrology in what I do because these are things that I've been actually teaching myself since I was uh, like 15 years old. I got into the numerology and the astrology, and then I left it alone for some years, and then I came back to it. So it's a very beautiful journey. Um, so right now, before we begin, while people are still coming in, let's start out with some meditation. So I have my medicine bowl right here. So I'm going to go get it so we can start. All right. Okay. I know it's been a little while, y'all. I know it's been a little while, but that's all right. Let's breathe. Breathe. Let's pray. We ask the divine to come in and help me to be the vessel or to be a vessel to provide the information to you guys that you guys seek. Guide my tongue, guide what I say, guide my energy, and guide your energy. Aho. Ábrete, corazón. Ábrete, sentimientos. Ábrete, entendimiento. Deja a un lado la razón y dejar brillar el sol y escondido en tu interior. Mm, mm. All right, let's get to it. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, ancestors. Feel free to type in your birthday and your partner's birthday, and I'm going to make the comparison. I got my writing pad right here so I can take notes on everything as I do my calculations, and I'm going to tell you about you guys as a couple. If you want, we can even compare some famous people. So if you want to do like Will and Jada or something, or you want to do Wendy Williams and Kevin, or however y'all want to do it, put those numbers, put those not numbers, those addresses, put those birthdays in the chat, type them in the chat, and I will analyze their connection together. If you want to do Michelle and Obama, matter of fact, let's start with Michelle and Obama. So Obama, he's a Leo. He's 8'4", I believe. Yep, he's 8'4". And I know Michelle is a Capricorn. I'm just doing the month and the day right now. So Obama's 8'4", and Michelle, let's see. Michelle is a Capricorn. She's a Capricorn number 8. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I believe she's 117. Okay. I wrote Obama and Michelle, as you guys can see. So, Obama. Let's talk about Obama real quick in terms of just his relationships. We're not getting into the political stuff. Um, so Obama is someone, he's an odd duck. He's a little weird, but he's a very charismatic kind of person based on his birthday. His connection with Michelle. Michelle, she's feisty and she's argumentative. She run that household. I could just talk about the birthdays. Together combined, this is a couple that needs to express themselves and they cannot hold back with each other in their privacy. They have to speak and say what they are feeling. Otherwise, it causes issues within their relationship. I'm saying that because both of their numbers combined, both of their personality numbers combined, the 17 plus the 4 is 21. They have to leave room for each other to express themselves and express themselves in a bold and honest manner, not in a manner where they're holding things back because it will later on cause issues in their birthday. I mean, in their relationships, excuse me. So, Michelle, her being a number 8 person, she has to have order and organization. She does not take no shit from Obama if he's off. But Obama, Him being a Leo number 4, he needs to also feel like king of the castle. So she provides probably room for him to do that, and room for him to, he's also flirtatious, by the way. And I could tell by his first alignment number from his birthday alone. So that's just a little mini synopsis of Michelle and Obama, a little glimpse. You know what I mean? They ain't paid me for no reading. So I'm not doing the full blown thing, but I'm doing, little mini reading. I see Jasmine Haynes posted something. Okay, so I'm gonna compare these two birthdays, Jasmine. 524 and 1214. There's a lot of sensual chemistry between these two people. They get along romantically, but they have to be careful on the lying within the relationship, because these two can come together and not tell full truths, or not tell half truths with one another, and they have to be wary of that based on their birthdays. The 524 is a 6 vibrational person. The 1214 is a 5 vibrational person, but they're very much attracted to each other. Let me see. Being that they're opposite signs as well, they may have a back and forth with each other. Even though they're very similar, they may be similar in different ways. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you have couples who are very alike, very similar, but they're similar in their in different ways. So like a person may be one person in a relationship may be a talkative person. The other person's talkative, but they're not talkative about the same things. So it can cause some type of friction at times. The person that's 1214 needs to have a lot of freedom. They're probably more talkative than the 524 person. um that person needs to have time with their friends. They need to be the life of the party. They need someone that's going to let them express and let them shine as the social butterfly, because they have a lot of social butterfly information. And you have to also be careful, whoever the 524 person is, when you tell them secrets, because they may not keep a secret like with their birthday. Their mouth might just be going, but they may not mean any harm by it. It's just that they, like that exchange. The 1214 person is also someone who likes to travel, who likes to go places. They like to probably take the other person out during a relationship, and that's very much needed. That's very important. What this couple together has to learn to do is to work together in a cooperative manner, because together their birthdays equal an 11 vibration, which is a higher vibration of the number 2. It's a master level number 2. And 2 is a number that deals with partnership, that deals with cooperation. Both of them have to know sometimes when to stand down. And I have the feeling that the 524 person is more willing to stand down more frequently than the 1214 person. The 524 person, let me see something. Hmm. Sorry, I'm thinking, y'all, as I'm calculating. So don't mind me if I'm quiet. The 524 person wants to be adored by that other person. That other person has to, they love the spotlight, but they have to have times where romantically they give their partner all of that shine, all that attention, because of that person's birthday. They want to be adored by that person. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that will also help to maintain that connection between them. They have to keep the romance, and they have to compromise with one another every now and then. That's what will help this couple in particular, especially when they have their conflict. But they probably get along more times than they don't get along. You see what I'm saying? Because the 1214 person is a number 5 vibration, and the 524 is a 6 vibration, but that 524 person is a Gemini. Gemini is connected to the 5 energy and the 3 energy. So I can see this couple having a lot of things in common, a lot of romance in common, a lot of, what else? I was just on the tip of my tongue. A lot of romance, a lot of interest in common. They get along pretty well in a lot of ways, and they have a lot of similarities. They can do very well together as long as they don't have past traumas or things, or they don't try to conceal things from each other. Um, okay. Somebody said 10-7 with the 10-25 person. Hmm. They both are number sevens. That's interesting. These people are very alike, these two, in a lot of ways, emotionally. They're very alike. Oh, there's no charge when I do these live readings. There's no set amount that I have for you guys. Whatever you guys feel willing to share with me, feel free to share and donate. Because this is knowledge from the universe. It's not only my knowledge, it's not a personal, individualized, full-blown reading. So share whatever you can. But thank you. Oh, how much do I charge for a full reading? It depends what type that you want to do. Just inbox me. Because I do a few different types of readings. But the 10-25 person and the 10-7 person have to practice speaking up because of that seven energy. That what they can do together, they have to first off give each other their own freedom. They have to have their own periods of solitude, even away from each other. Not anything negative. It's just they need their own individual periods of solitude. That will help strengthen the relationship. And also if they travel together, because that couple right there have travel numbers in common, because their numbers together is a 5 vibration, which is a travel number, and they're both number sevens, and 7 is another travel number. It will be helpful for that couple to travel together a lot. That will help them learn more about each other, more about their likes and dislikes. And that never stops within a relationship. You could be with someone 50 years, and still constantly learn more and new things about the person. So I would recommend travel definitely for that couple. In addition to that, they should get into spiritual practices and even do that together. You know what I mean? Because of that seven energy, seven is a very deep mystical number. A lot of things are under the seven. For example, when you think about it, a lot of things in history or historically deal with that seven energy. The seven continents, seven wonders of the world. Uh, there's so many things with seven. And I mean, and the flip side of it is there's seven levels to hell. So if they are one of those, if either of them are a number seven functioning on the lower frequency of the number seven, they could be really really wacky. They could get into some shit. Um, but that couple in particular, they have to they each individual has their own little secrets, and they have to practice communication more with each other. Communication and travel will be key for that couple in particular to help them with a lot of stuff. Not holding back, because a lot of times the seven energy tends to hold back what they feel and what they want to say. Be honest and express it. Um, hmm. The 10-25 person might actually be a little more expressive than the 10-7 person. But also both of them together, they can do business together. Wow. And manifest a lot of money, by the way. That 10-7 and that 10-25, because both of them have an alignment number of 8. And they should use their spirituality together to manifest money and to manifest business. With those numbers, mm-hmm. Sorry, I feel like I got something in my tooth, y'all. That's all right. I'm at home. But yeah, that 10-7, 10-25, they if they work on the spiritual aspects of themselves and work on the spirituality of both individuals and come together, they can be very powerful. And they could manifest money as long as they don't compromise their integrity to do it. They could manifest a lot of business together, and they can use the spirituality. That 10-7 and 10-25 person has very strong intuition, both of them. Well, he's so hot-headed. I'm sure he's so hot-headed. They want to do things their way. So let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I noticed with number seven people a lot of times, or people who have like a seven life path or different things like that. Seven people are naturally spiritually inclined. You have some seven people who block it because they get afraid of where they can go spiritually. You'll find a lot of seven people who have very vivid spiritual dreams, very strong intuition, have a lot of deja vu. They'll know things or see something happening before it happens. And some of them get afraid of things like that. They may even see spirits. And you have some sevens that run away from that side of themselves. Then you have some sevens who embrace it and go deep. Seven is a very investigative number. It's a number that deals with even prophecy. You know what I mean? Seven is a very spiritual number, and if it's used properly, you can do some work here. And sevens are the type of people that they want to investigate everything, peel back the layers. But a lot of them have issues, in my opinion, the sevens and the twos, with their throat chakra. They do not use their throat chakra all the time as much as they need to speak their truth. But sevens are truth seekers. You know what I mean? But they don't always use that their throat chakra to express it and speak their truth. And they need to practice not doing that and being a little more bold, because a lot of them have anxiety issues. A lot of them are, they're a lot of times to themselves about a lot of things, and they keep their secrets. Um, So yeah, that's a little bit on the number seven. I know I was on a seven for a little bit, y'all. Integrity, yes, 777. And see, 777 together equals 21. And 21 is a three vibration, and three deals with expansion and expression. Verbal expression or expression, however it needs to be done. So you'll have number threes who express themselves through their clothes, express themselves through their hair, through their style of talking and things like that. That's a sign, that's a number that needs to express itself verbally. It has to. If they feel contained and they cannot express themselves, it will eat at them until they say what they need to say and release. That's how a lot of that three energy is. You know what I mean? I want to go back on into the 524 and the 1214 person really quickly. I'm going to go into that 524 person. That 524 person uh is probably attracted to intellectuals. That 1214 person got the gift of gab. So if that 1214 person got the gift of gab and they are also an intellectual, that's very attractive to that 524 person, because that 524 person is a number six vibration, and six deals with education. But then that's a Gemini number six. And Gemini is a very interesting air sign. But Gemini also deals with intellect. A lot of this air signs deal with intellect and intellectual stimulation. So that 1214 person probably wowed that 524 person when they first got together. You know what I mean? They gave them the gift of gab. They was popular. They knew how to talk. They knew what to say. It's so funny when you read the numbers of people. You know what I mean? Let's look into and can anybody in the chat type in Will Smith's birthday? I'm gonna type in Jada, because Jada is 918. She's a Virgo. I know Jada is 918, and I know Will is a Libra. I want to say I think he's a September Libra. I want to say he's 925. Can anybody correct me on that? Will and Jada, honey. We could do celebrities, we could do all of that. Let's start with Jada though until we get Will's birthday. Jada's a Virgo. Virgo number 9. Whew. That number 9 energy can be very feisty, bold, and in your face. And it's not usually to often be harmful or to be offensive. That's how their delivery is. They're straight shooters. 925, thank you. So I was right. Will Smith is 925. They're straight shooters. That 918, that's two number nines. And one thing that's interesting about the number nine is when you add nine to any other number nine, whether it's 18, whether it's 27, it's always going to equal a nine vibration. That's the interesting thing about number nine. You multiply it, it's always going, whatever it equals is always going to equal the number nine numerologically. Nine is the only number that does that. And nine is on its higher vibration, is the highest form of love, even more than a number six. And if you look at a nine, it's six turned upside down. And six is a love energy. So nine is the highest vibration of love. On its upper vibration, nine is humanitarian, loves to help, give you the shirt off their back. On its lower frequency, nine can deal with arguments, fights, robberies, all type of shit. Um, Fires, all kind of things. That's why you have to be careful if you're moving into a home that has a nine vibration. Because if you're moving into a home that has a nine vibration, that home could be subjected to fires. You see what I'm saying? So you want to be careful. That doesn't mean that every home that's a number nine is bad. That's not true. Especially if that number resonates with you, you might be completely fine. But going back to Jada, even though she's a Virgo, and Virgo is usually more of a calmer type of energy, more of a to itself, more humble kind of energy. The fact that she's a number nine, if you rub her the wrong way, she is coming out guns blazing. I could tell you that based on her birthday, even before the drama between them two and the entanglement. Um, Nine is also a number that can deal with a lot of sensuality and sexuality as well. Uh, it happened at your house before a fire. What was the What was the number address of your house? Um, but in addition to that, so Jada, and also keep in mind, Jada's a Virgo. Is connected with Mercury energy because Virgo in Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury deals with communication. So, Will being an air sign because he's a Libra, you know what I mean? One thing I talked about on one of my videos on my website, on my YouTube page, my one that deals with the metaphysics, I talked about the air signs mastering the ability to be charismatic and likable. Will is an air sign. He's a Libra. He's charismatic. He's likable. I could see how she would be attracted to him, especially her being a Virgo. But also keep in mind, Virgo was the sign of the magician. So Virgos can play multiple roles. They can be one way, one place, and completely different somewhere else. They could be mom of the year on some Susie Homemaker shit, and at nighttime be an escort. Like I don't know a better way to put it. I'm just being honest. The Virgo is the magician. The Virgo can do that. 9, 18. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a five vibrational house, but you see all of those nines in it. See, even though there's multiple numbers and it equals a five vibration, because it has these multiple nines, that still adds to the vibration. That still is part of the energy. And those extra nines may have also been a part of why that house burned down. You know what I mean? Say, for example, if you move into a number three house or a number five house, those are houses that tend to be like the life of the party. They tend to have a lot of visitors, a lot of people come over there and have celebrations, a lot of gatherings, things like that at those kind of homes. Sorry, I'm dipping back and forth, but I really hope you guys are following me. Feel free to type in any questions y'all want to type in the chat. If y'all want me to go back and explain something, because I go on a tangent sometime because I get into my stuff, and I want to make sure that you guys are following the information that I'm giving you so that it can be helpful to you and you guys can use it to your advantage. Also, please feel free to hit my Cash App. Thank you for everyone who did. Feel free to hit my Cash App or my Venmo, which I typed in the beginning, for donations. I won't turn away any donation too small, too big. Whatever you can is what you can. It's all helpful to me. Um, but going back to Will and Jada. So Jada is probably the more assertive person in the relationship, especially because Will, even though he has some of that nine energy in him as well, he is a number seven, 925. And Will is someone who can keep secrets. So that could also be the source of some of the challenges within their relationship. Let me see something real quick. Hmm. This couple together would benefit from getting into spirituality together. But this is a couple that has a lot of secrets together. They know each other's dirty little secrets, which damn near every couple does. But they have to be mindful not to hide things from each other either and not do this tit for tat thing with each other. Thank you. Whoever sent that. Thank you. Yes, they have to be careful not to do the tit for tat thing with each other. Um, because they'll try to outdo one another. Will's secrets could have actually hurt Jada in the past based on their birthdays. Let me check something else real quick, y'all. But she's definitely the more assertive person in the relationship. She gets him out of his shell. If they are swinging, which we all believe they are, she might have been the person to start. She might have got that ball rolling. I would not be surprised. And also, Virgos tend to have a lot of very sensual energy themselves. You know what I mean? Uh, Virgo can be very intense, but they're one of those signs that you can be with romantically and y'all just did something really, really freaky, and they will act like nothing happened after. Just everything is just normal, back to normal. Okay. Oh, it's another day. Let me get some coffee. Like you have some signs that are like that, astrologically. So yeah. Will being a Libra though. See, he tries to have control, but tries to have control in a um passive aggressive way. When I look at their birthdays together, he'll try to manipulate to have control. Whereas what she'll do is she'll be straightforward and in your face. I want to do this. I need this. I want this. Da, 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 da. And he may want to do something else and may not want to do that. But instead of him just being upfront with her, he's the type that will hide it, thinking that he's doing the right thing or thinking that he's doing what's best. And then it comes back to bite him in his ass later. And this is what I'm noticing with this couple right here, Will and Jada, with their birthdays. Um, y'all have any other couples y'all want to add to the chat? Feel free. No, I do not do tarot readings for the person watching. I honestly want to get into tarot, but I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. I cannot shuffle to save my ass. I got one deck that somebody gifted me, and that's actually how you're supposed to really get into tarot from what I was told spiritually. You know, you people give it to you when you're ready. And I have a deck, but I cannot shuffle. I've done maybe like two or three card readings uh with the deck on my metaphysics page, but I cannot shuffle to save my life. And it's crazy because I used to play spades and all that. I cannot shuffle. I never could. So if anybody wants to teach me how to shuffle, please teach me and I will get into the tarot. I will learn tarot. Tarot has been drawing me so much lately too, by the way. Um which is interesting. I would love to get into tarot reading because I do numerology, I do the astrology, so that would be dope. Oh, here's another one. 10-4 and 10-25. Oh, that couple brings each other drama. You know why? That couple will feed all kinds of mental stuff with each other. That couple The 10-4 and the 10-25 couple, they have challenges with their thinking because they both overthink. They both overthink things. They will drive each other into depression if it's not a healthy relationship and if it's a toxic one. That 10-4 person makes up things in their own mind, like a lot of number fours can. That 10-4 person, I'll give you an example. 10-25 might go to the store, say, "Oh, I'm going down the street to the supermarket," and come back an hour later when they was going for one thing. That 10-4 person is in their mind going to make up all kind of scenarios if they're not in control of their thinking. And they're going to be, well, why did they go here? And what did they do? And da, 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 why did it take so long? Da, 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 da. And they will make up scenarios in their head. So they have to be careful of that because that will start an issue between the couple. The 10-25 person is another. See, fours and sevens overanalyze. The 10-25 person, they may not show it on the outside, but they worry a lot. And they have a lot of anxiety. And they have a lot of, and they can overthink into depression and all kind of mental stuff. So can the 10-4. So they both have to kind of be careful. They have to see their numbers, their personality numbers together equals an 11 vibration. And because it equals 29, it equals an 11 vibration, but they have to be careful with that 29. That's water and fire energy put together. It's a tug of war because that couple will feed each other lies. The 10-4 person is the type that'll make a fake page to find out if the 10-25 person is cheating. The 10-25 person, to not have an issue with the 10-4 person, will make up lies and lie after lie after. Let me know if this resonates with y'all. Please do. That 10-25 person, because they don't want to be as forward. But see, both of them, especially that 10-25 person, if they get fed up, they have a side to them where they can be very forward and they can be very demanding. And they can be, because their first alignment number deals with the 8 vibration. So they can be a bully when they want to. They pull it out of them, they could be a bully, which is very interesting. The 10-25 person kind of already knows how the scenario is going to play out. So they're going to lie before they get what they're going to already plan a lie in their mind before they get back home from that store. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna tell her that the car ran out of gas and the tire got flat. But the 10-4 person is a natural investigator for your ass. That 10-4 person, remember that Whitney Houston song? Friday night, you and your boys went out to eat. That's a very number 4 kind of song in my mind. Because if you notice in the lyrics, she's analyzing every fucking thing the man said and talking about, but the receipt, but only 2 of you had dinner. I found your credit card. You know what I mean? That's that number 4. Number 4s are natural investigators. They will investigate and overanalyze down to the very finite, tiniest thing. I think number 4s would be great at working for CSI or some shit or doing forensics because the way that their mind analyzes when they want to. And it's hard for number 4s and number 7s because 4s and 7s can't turn their damn mind off. Their mind thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks and thinks through layers and thinks through layers. You can't just say to one that's not healthy, with their state of mind or in their thinking. You can't just say to a number 4 or number 7 person, "You look nice today." You look nice today could mean 40 things in their minds. If they're vibrating on that frequency. You look nice can mean, what you mean? I don't look nice always. I didn't look nice yesterday. They trying to be funny. You trying to be sarcastic. It's all of these thoughts running through their mind unless they practice the ability to control, in a sense, their mind and to let things be and not allow themselves to overanalyze everything because they will keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. No problem. Y'all got any more birthdays y'all want to type in? Y'all can do it anonymously if y'all can. If y'all can find a way to do it anonymously, that's cool too. Um, you know what we can do? Yeah, what you mean? Cause what do I mean about what? What you want me to break down, Mama? I could even compare me and an ex to y'all, like me and one of my exes or something. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm 7/15. That's my birthday, right? My birthday's coming up, y'all. I'm 7/15. Let's see. What ex would I compare? No, I don't know about his ass. I'm trying to think. Hmm. I'll compare it to. Uh, I'm stuck between two exes in my mind that I want to compare. Okay, let's do this one. 11/4. So I dated a dude that was 11/4. My personality number is a 6. The dude's personality number is a 4. That's opposition. 6 and 4 are opposites. So that already brings some challenges. But 6 and 4 together equals a 1 vibration. We would have worked best had we given each other space and times and periods of solitude. That's one of the things that would have helped our relationship. Times where we can just be alone and not be up under each other because we kind of smothered each other when we was together. We're both water signs. So he was a Scorpio, I was a Cancer, and both are very sensual signs, but they're both water and they're both sensitive, very sensitive, right? He was a Scorpio, but he was a November Scorpio. So his month was 11. 11 is a water number. I'm a Cancer born in the 7th month. My month is 7. 7 and 11. 7 and 2 are water numbers. So there was a lot of emotional things, but there was a lot of very strong intuition. We would just feel things and know things about each other. And because we were water signs, something about water signs, you guys, water signs have a natural way that we can draw people in with our energy. It's an unspoken thing that we are capable of doing. We can literally draw you in, kind of how the ocean draws people in, kind of how the ocean pulls the moon. The ocean don't say a damn thing. The ocean just has this magnetic power and energy. But the ocean has layers to it. The depths of the ocean go very deep. Nobody's ever been to the bottom of the fucking ocean. And what people don't understand about water signs, people tend to think a lot of water signs are weak. Water signs are far from weak. They're very strong, but they're so emotionally deep and complex, they don't even understand themselves sometimes. We don't understand ourselves sometimes. There's times I have to give myself time to process because I'm feeling energetically certain things, but I don't know how to express it yet. So somebody could do something and it makes me feel some type of way, and I feel it a certain way, but I don't know how to put my finger on what the fuck I'm feeling yet. And I need time to sit back and analyze it. You see what I'm saying? The number 4 person overthought in our relationship, overthought, overanalyzed. It's an air energy. Me being the number 6 person, I was very, very, very overly affectionate, loving, cuddling, all that stuff like fucking Elmira from, because I was young when me and this person was dealing with each other. I was very young. I was probably like 18, 19 years old. Uh, but you know, young love, you young and dumb and all this stuff, right? So, you know, I was so in love. Nobody could tell me nothing about this person. People who know me know who that person was. And but the number 6 energy, when it's not an evolved, see, every number, you are not just your number, but you are your number. An evolved number 6 is capable of a lot more than an unevolved number 6. An unevolved number 6 deals with jealousy, deals with feelings of insecurity, inadequacies, things like that. And so at that age, I was unevolved in a lot of ways. So I had these little feelings and jealousy, and you know what I mean? And I wanted him to do things to show me that he loved me. And he would do things to show me that he loved me, but at the same time, he also had his ways about him as well that was detrimental to our union. You know what I mean? The overthinking. He was always getting himself in a situation. And him being a number four, when you think of a number four, it almost looks like the Phil that what's that thing that people, I don't watch football, but y'all guys, if you know, what's the name of that thing that y'all kick the football into? A four kind of looks like that. It almost looks like an H, but four represents a crossroads. These people are constantly at periods of a crossroads. You know what I mean? And he was a number four. He's the same birthday as P. Diddy. P. Diddy has that birthday. And if you're a lower vibrational four or you're a higher vibrational four, higher vibrational fours, they use that analytical ability of theirs to they're ahead of their time naturally. You know what I mean? Very intelligent, ahead of their time, see things before anybody else sees it. But if they're lower vibrational, they can be very fucked up and destructive. Very. And if they're over analyzing themselves constantly, over doubting themselves and things like that, they can be very destructive to themselves and anyone who comes in their path. And back in the day, we both were young. So we both were our unevolved selves. You see what I'm saying? You said I was referring to saying we always analyze things uh, such. Oh, you look such as you look nice today. Ah, what you mean I look nice today? I didn't look nice yesterday. Yep. That's something that will often happen, you know. Let me see. On my YouTube page, I did some analysis with Tiny and Ti. I did even Wendy and Method Man. If you guys are interested in subscribing, please subscribe. Please look at my videos, send some commentary. I have a YouTube page called Return the Number Two Pachamama, just like on my Facebook name Pachamama Adult Education page. And Return to Pachamama is all put together as one word. That's my metaphysics page where I go more into the numerology and astrology. I have a lot of more videos that I need to upload that I haven't uploaded yet, but I will. And I'm going to finish my series on the intelligence of the different elements in the signs because I did the intelligence of the fire signs, the intelligence of the air signs. I have to do the water and the earth. Um, and I did all the numbers, just very basics on the higher and lower frequencies of the basic personalities of a person with that number or that life path. The only number I think I didn't do was maybe 11, but there was one number that I didn't do, but all no, 9, but every other number I did. So feel free to check that out. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe on my page. I would greatly appreciate you guys checking out my videos and giving me some feedback. Let me know what y'all think. You know, let me see. I also have a cooking page, but I need to put some more cooking videos up. I haven't been on it because I've been on my grind. As I've stated many times, I'm a one woman army. I've been doing so many things on my own. And I'm proud to say that I'm able to do these things on my own, but it's hard, y'all. It's not easy. It's emotionally and financially taxing, which is to be expected. But there's so much in store that I want to give you guys. There's so much information. There's so much food things that I want to share with you guys. So please, I appreciate any level of support that you guys provide. Anybody that has bought my book, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. Anybody who's still thinking about my book or buying it, shout out to y'all. Anybody who supported me on these lives, these numerology, the astrology stuff. I'm getting back a lot more heavily into the astrology more. Um, thank you, whoever sent that donation. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Uh, and thank you. This helps me to continue to do what I do. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, going back to the numbers. So the way that I typically analyze couple readings is I look at the couple's numbers together. I look at them as individuals and I look at the numbers together. My mind reads the numbers multiple ways as I'm looking at the number. I'm all screwed up. I just can't handle another retrograde. Well, the retrograde is over. Well, at least the Mercury one is. It's the Jupiter retrograde now. But the good thing about Jupiter is a planet that deals with rewarding people. And if you have Jupiter in a great placement, you may be getting uh some spiritual um rewards from the universe at this time or coming up to you that may be coming to you. But retrogrades, they're not always hard every time it comes, so don't fear them. And also, retrogrades, okay, so let's talk a little bit about the retrogrades. Yeah, because it's post retrograde. We are still in the shadow. There's pre retrograde, there's the retrograde, then there's post retrograde. But retrograde is a time, any kind of retrograde that we go through, it's a time of learning. Sorry, somebody's calling me, but I'm going to call them back later. It's a time of learning, it's a time of lessons. Retrogrades, especially certain planets, are going to kick your ass. It's a spiritual ass whooping, but it's a spiritual ass whooping to get you in alignment with how the universe seeks to bring you, whatever your path is, whatever direction you're supposed to go. So it's not a bad time. But what makes it a bad time even more, even if it's a challenging time, is the way that we think about it and the way we handle the retrograde, the way our energy about it all. If we're like, oh shit, it's the fucking retrograde. No, the retrograde hear that shit. The retrograde gonna be like, oh really? But I'm just playing with that. But seriously, if it's if our mindset is negative about it and we're not rolling with the punches, like, okay, what did I learn from this? What can I learn from this? How do I prevent this next time? You know what I mean? Retrogrades will bring your exes back in your life, bring them trying to come back in your life, may have you feeling like you want to get back with your toxic ass ex, or it may not be a toxic ex. You know what I mean? Retrograde can also pull on your heartstrings, but these are also lessons. The retrogrades are our biggest fucking teachers. Thank God. If you believe in God or whatever you believe in, thank your higher being for retrogrades, because the retrograde gives us the spiritual ass whipping that we need so we can elevate. If we allow the spiritual ass whipping to keep us down and out and we stay down, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all a trick and a key to something energetically with the universe. If you don't get the lesson, the universe gonna keep sending you the fucking lesson over and over and over and over and over and over until you get it. It could be 10 years later, you're going through the same shit over and over, like a hamster running in a fucking wheel. Over and over and over and over and over. It's gonna keep giving you that spiritual ass whipping. And if it's dealing with relationships, there's something we are not learning. If you keep bringing the same type of people in your life, it's bringing you the same spiritual ass whipping with different faces. So I want us to understand that the retrograde is a time for us to learn and turn inward. What is the reason? Why am I attracting these toxic ass women or men? Why do I keep letting my big brother use me, or my little sister use me, or my big sister, my big, little sister? It's going to keep happening over and over. Just like I was saying, life, this realm that we live in, that we call earth, that we call this lifetime, is like back in the day playing Super Mario Brothers. You go down the tunnel, you end up in a whole new realm, and your task is to defeat that monster. And every time you don't defeat the monster and the monster defeats you, what happens? You die and you come back. You die and you come back. This is why we keep coming back into this fucked up realm, in my opinion. This is why we keep coming back to this earth, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, because we're not getting it. There's things that we are not completing a lot of times, or we've chosen to come back to do things. Like somebody like me has chosen to come back because I have to help this shift with the universe and what's going on in the world. That is a part of my task, my journey. And there's things and there's lessons and things that I had to survive, things that I still survive, things that I had so many spiritual ass whippings, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Nobody knows what I go through unless you're super close to me. Nobody. I mean, the most ridiculous, craziest shit. But these were spiritual ass whippings. And once I learned how to deal with them, and once I learned how to navigate, that's why I teach the numerology to you guys. And that's why I give this information. It's not just to serve me, it's to serve everyone else. Because if it helps you navigate this fucked up realm, there's so many things out here that we can use and learn from to help us navigate. It don't have to be numerology if that's not your thing. It could be something else. But you have to learn how to navigate so that you can weed out all the bullshit and get back aligned with your purpose in life and why the fuck you're here. Why are you here in this life? A lot of people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s don't have a fucking clue why they're here. We have to learn our spiritual and soul contracts so that we can fulfill them. And you have the power to shift your destiny. You have the power to manifest every fucking thing you want. It's how you use that energy. It's how in alignment you are. You see what I'm saying? So many things have happened and I didn't understand why. I'm like, why did that shit keep happening to me? And I'm a Cancer. Y'all know my ass was crying. Always fucking crying. But I tell you one thing about a tough ass Cancer like me, I can cry it out, pick up the pieces, get back on my shit harder than ever. I won't let it keep me down. You see what I'm saying? I had to learn that. I had to get my ass kicked so much. I had to learn not to let certain things kick me down. And it made me more resilient and stronger. And now I'm able to share these experiences and these things with you guys. So that is the blessing. You feel me? That is the blessing. Now I can share. Now y'all can see my walk and my journey. And hopefully it will help y'all on y'all walk and y'all journey. We have to figure out why we are here. A lot of people are old spirits. Some people are new spirits. Some people, this is the first, second damn time around. Both your girls are Cancers. Beautiful. And I know y'all are tight. With their sign and your sign, oh, y'all tight and all y'all emotional. But you know, mothers and daughters are here to teach each other. You know what I mean? You're here to cipher the information. And children teach us so much. Children, oh my gosh, we think we teaching the kids. The kids teach us all the damn time. The kids be looking like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Like, and the kids teach us. You know what I mean? And that's the beautiful thing. Gentle fighters, yes. But water signs, we some tough motherfuckers. We don't get the credit because we're so emotional and we react off of emotion and intensity of our feelings. We don't feel something, it's like, ah! But we're tough and we're very resilient. To me, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The toughest motherfuckers are the people that cry, not the people that don't cry. You know why? Because the people that hold it in, I'm a thug. I don't cry. The people that do all of that shit, when they have something traumatic or something that really breaks them down, most of the time they can't recover from it. It breaks them down and they've never felt that way. They don't know how to pick themselves the fuck back up. So be proud if you are an emotionally intense person and you're emotional. That is not a bad thing. You are put here to be that way, but you have to master your emotions. Just like I do. I have to master my emotions. You feel me? Yeah, every day the kids, yes, them babies be teaching. Somebody put another birthday. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm up here talking. Y'all know I can talk. If y'all know me over the years, y'all know Oswald could talk. If you know my mother, you know my father, all of us, we could talk. Talk people under the damn table. But I'm a Venus in Gemini. Gemini, air sign, blowing hot air. Air signs love to talk, a lot of them. Somebody said February 17th, sis. Is that your baby's birthday? February 17th, she's a tough cookie. That little girl don't play. And let me tell you something about the number 8 people. That's so funny to me. They don't ask a lot of times, they demand. And they don't mean nothing by it. It's just they have this authoritative thing sometimes. And it's like they love to delegate. You do this and you do this and I'll do like what? But they don't always mean it. You know what I mean? But it's interesting. Your baby, if that's your baby's authoritative, honey. She an Aquarius too. She could be very sweet, but she could be very authoritative. Oh, Brianni, you a Aquarius? I didn't know all these years you was an Aquarius. You authoritative girl. You're authoritative, honey. But just someone who is important for you to build a legacy for you and your family. It is important for you to manifest money in business because you're naturally authoritative and you naturally are very good at delegating what you want and what you feel people need to do. You should be you should be either running a business or if not running a business, having your own. Let me see something. 299 299 159. You got a lot of nines in your name too. You like to do shit your way. You got to do things your way. And that's not always a bad thing. That could be a very great thing, especially if you're someone who is running a business. You're going to do it the way that you feel it needs to be done. You know what I mean? But money is an energy, just like everything else. Money is not only physical thing, money is a spiritual thing. But you also have to be careful, Brianni, because if you compromise your integrity or you do some shady shit in life, it always comes back to you fast because you're a number 8. So the shit that you do, the energy that you put out, good or bad, will come back to you very fast. You can gain money very quickly or you can lose that shit very quickly. You have to be careful. And you probably have a lot of great money building ideas, especially being born in the 17th. You have great money ideas. And you're intuitive on top of it all. No, my birthday is August 20. I want to say I never knew you to be an Aquarius. I don't remember your birthday, but I was like, I didn't think you was an Aquarius. Oh, okay. August 28th. Oh, you the same birthday as Lamont. 828, honey. Well, let me tell you something. That's that Virgo number 1 energy. Virgo number 1. It was important for you in childhood to have a good model of a romantic relationship because if you didn't have a good model of a romantic relationship, it can cause problems inside of your romantic relationships as an adult. Because especially being born on the 28th. You being a number 1 Virgo though, it's important for you to do things. So you gotta have that's another authoritative number, that number 1 energy. Because number 1, or you want me to compare it? Got you. Yeah, actually opposite numbers just to start off. I didn't write y'all numbers down yet. Sorry. It was you wrote it in 2 different places, so I got confused. 217, 128. You two are opposite personality numbers. Because 8 and 1 are opposite. I did a video where I talked about opposites a little bit. Um, but that's an Aquarius and a Virgo. Wow. Sorry. But I could see how you guys get along. Hmm. Hold on. Your number 1 personality number, he's a number 8 personality number. Together, you guys equate to the number 9. Y'all can have a lot of love between each other, you and that person. A lot of love between each other. Remember, like I said earlier in the video, 9 is the highest vibration of love. But y'all go through a tug of war on wanting things your way because you want shit your way and he wants shit his way. And he want to tell you what to do and you want to tell him what to do. But he'll try to charm his way into getting his way. because he's an Aquarius. He don't like to follow rules. And you kind of like that he's like that. Because that number one energy likes that shit. Number ones don't really like to follow the damn rules either. And together, y'all both can just fucking break rules. I'm just playing, but I'm serious though. But together, it's important for both of you guys not to argue too much. Somebody has to stand down sometimes and compromise so that there's not a lot of arguing and bickering back and forth. Y'all arguing can be feisty, but it might be a passionate thing with you guys. But you don't want it to become something that's not passionate anymore because you guys are saying harsh things to each other. And you guys are saying things to each other that will hurt the person later. So you have to be mindful of how y'all argue, and you have to be willing to fight fair when y'all argue. Not saying things to hurt the other person on a deeper level, especially if you confided in each other about personal things. Let me see. 8, 9, 10. But y'all have a lot of, I see why y'all like each other because even though y'all personality numbers are opposite, y'all share a lot of the same numbers in different places. Like he's a number 8, but you're born on the 8th month. And then you're a number 1 comprised of a 2 and an 8, but his first alignment number is a number 1. So I see why you guys get along and why you're attracted to each other. You know what I mean? 8 also is connected to Capricorn energy, which deals with money. Capricorn's big on money, big on financial gain. He probably wants to be an excellent provider if he's not already for y'all, if y'all decide to have a family and settle down. The number 1 energy is connected to the Leo. It's the lioness. You're the lioness. And Leo, see, that's where the conflict is a little bit again, because Leo was opposition of Aquarius. But the number 1 energy, y'all need y'all times to just be alone. And he has to respect that sometimes you need to be alone. If you have an argument, you may want some time alone. You may not want to talk about it in that moment, so you don't say anything harsh. And he has to respect that and let you just have your time so that you guys can come back together and you can mend things. Speak that shit, sis, man. I love you. I love you too. Thank y'all. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all. And also, if y'all feel free, if you can, it's okay. But if you can, during the live readings, feel free to hit my Cash App. Thank you to everyone who already has my Cash App, my Venmo, anything. Yeah, I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $1. Whatever contribution you can is helpful. Even if you can't, it's still helpful. I wouldn't turn nobody away. You know what I mean? Let me see. Compare 3-3 and 123. Okay. Oh, another one with opposition in the personality number. All these opposites is coming up today. What's going on? What's going on? Hold on, let me just text this person. I'm on live on Facebook. I gotta text them after. I gotta hit them up later. So you guys talk a lot together. The 123 is talkative. The 3-3 is talkative. That 3 and the 5, even though they're opposite, they have so much in common. They're opposite in numerology, but they have a lot in common. They're popular. You guys can probably throw the hell out of a great event together. That 3 and that 5, that 3-3 and that 123. If y'all plan a family or a friends gathering, y'all probably throw some dope gatherings together. Um, together, you guys also can make money together. Y'all can manifest a lot of good money that deals with finances, that deals with business. So you guys can definitely make money together. Um, you guys are definitely talkative. You both are popular. You both probably have a lot of friends individually, each. and y'all friends like y'all. The 3-3 person have to be careful though. He's a very um that 3-3 person though, he has to be careful not to let his mouth get him in trouble sometimes. The one thing I notice about a lot of number threes, sometimes they say things and they say things without a filter, and sometimes they say things and their mouth get them in trouble. Whenever I have a number three student, I'll be like, oh my goodness. Ah, he is. But that's probably the Pisces that makes him more laid back. But even then, he's a very popular person. A lot of people, very likable person, family oriented, because that 3 and 3 makes his first alignment number is 6. So he cares a lot about having a family dynamic. He's probably always wanted to have a family, but he has to be careful of people not bringing him into drama. Very business oriented. Hmm. That could also be connected to his life path, but I don't know his life path because I don't know the year. But the 3-3 and the 123 person, let me see. Oh, wow. Both of y'all have the same first alignment number. Yeah, y'all love family. Y'all love family and family gatherings and having family together. Family is huge to both of y'all. And writes checks his ass can't cash. Oh, I believe it. I believe it with that 3 because them threes will talk their ass into shit. They'll talk their ass into drama, or people will bring them into drama. Whether they mean it or not, they get themselves into stuff like that sometimes. So they have to be careful. He's someone too. A lot of kids probably like him. A lot of children or animals are drawn to him because of his birthday. And you both, man, y'all both wanted to come together and have a family because y'all both have that same alignment number. Family dynamic is very important to y'all. Y'all would do anything for your family. Now, if y'all had any kind of family traumas in the past, that also greatly affects y'all relationship with each other. And he can be jealous too. He can be jealous if other men try to hit on you. Don't let no man try to hit on you, girl. In front of him, he gonna be ready to. he gonna be ready to start some shit. Let me see. Yes, the Aquarian and the Pisces is very interesting energy because to me, he's more sensitive than you are. He's a lot more sensitive than you are. But that Pisces energy, he's creative and he might even have an art that he does very well at. He might be artistic in some ways. Um, I don't know if he sings, I don't know if he draws, but whatever. He's a Pisces and he's a number 3, he's artistic. He's automatically artistic and you have some artsiness to you as well. Mhm. Yeah. You have some artsiness about you as well. But it's very important that you guys build a whole positive, happy home environment for you guys. As long as you guys continue to operate on the higher vibrations and frequencies of y'all numbers, y'all fine. I see why y'all get along, even though y'all opposite personality numbers. Just because people are in opposition doesn't mean that they can't attract to one another. Fuck what you heard. People will say, oh, well, we're a Capricorn and you're a Cancer, so you guys can't be together. That's bullshit. Those are opposite signs. So, yes, there may be conflict, but what relationship doesn't have conflict? And then when you hear readings like that, they're only going based on the sun sign. An astrology chart is like a fingerprint. Nobody has just one sign. Nobody is just only one sign. We are almost all the signs, every person. But it's how those signs are placed in your chart that make your behavior and your personality a certain way. You know what I mean? It plays on who you are differently. So just because people are opposite numbers or opposite signs doesn't necessarily mean that they won't get along or that they can't be together. That just means that can be a potential area of conflict. How do we work around that? You see what I'm saying? You and him definitely should do business together. especially something where he can, oh, he's an artist, see? Especially if it's something where he can use his art, and you can use things to bring people around as well, because you're also a very popular person, and you're into diversity. You probably travel more or desire to travel more, and it's important for you to travel. You could pick up another language easily as well if you wanted to. Hmm. You're the person that will bring him out of his shell into new things. He's already popular, but you're the person that will bring him into trying a new style of food, into trying a new activity, into going on an interesting date that he's never been on. You know what I mean? Um, he draws so well. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's wonderful. That's a part of who he is. He has that gift for a reason. It's not for no reason. And y'all got animals and kids. Uh-huh. The whole damn family. I got a whole house of people. Yep, he loves his girls, I'm sure. I'm sure. You said 1990? Okay. Damn, he has a lot of six energy. He loves to learn because he has all his six energy. He loves to learn new things. He loves to learn a lot of stuff. He may even, depending on his personal year cycle that he's in, he may be even wanting to go back to school. All of that six energy. Yeah. Hmm. And see, five is an air number, three is a fire number. And air and fire are two elements that tend to go together pretty well. They tend to get along pretty well. You know, fire needs air. You know what I mean? It's like water and earth tend to together pretty well most of the time, or many times, because, you know, the earth and water, they need each other. Hmm. So you guys, if you liked it, feel free to like this video. I'm going to post it on YouTube as well. Feel free to check out my YouTube page. Return the number 2, Pachamama, just like in my Facebook name. Um, Adult Education Channel. That's the name of that whole thing is the name of my metaphysics YouTube page. I do need to put some more videos up. He teaches, I'm sure he's a dope teacher. He's a dope teacher. See, because six deals with education. A lot of sixes are drawn to education. That makes sense. But yeah, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to support. Feel free to hit my Cash App if y'all can, or if you want to, or if you know, whatever. I'll still be coming up. You still are invited to participate in the live readings. Reach out to me separately, inbox, if you want a personal reading. I know I have to respond to a couple of people. If you want a personal one-on-one reading, I can tell you the readings that I offer and the price range that I offer. Um, and please, thank you everybody for their support. There will be upcoming plant medicine retreats, which y'all know that that's something that I do and that I'm into. The sacred sacraments, if you're into that. I also will have more videos, more cooking videos on my cooking channel. If you guys are interested in that as well, it is a vegan cooking channel. Feel free to get my cookbook, my vegan cookbook, which is called the Veggiegasm Cookbook. It is on Amazon. It was on Martha Stewart's website, but it's not on there anymore. But it's now on Barnes and Nobles, as well as the Book Baby Shop. That's the place that I get the most of my royalties from. So whenever you guys buy from Book Baby, it's even more helpful. Um, but if you're a little limited in funds, check out the other sites because sometimes they have my book at a discounted rate. Um, and last but not least, please check out the Moonerology event that me and Plantain Futures is having on July 3rd in the park. We're going to be in the park in New Jersey. You're going to email to find out the specific park and all the details. So we'll be out there teaching on moon manifestation and numerology and how you can use those things to manifest. So please, I'm gonna repost the flyer for that. That event is $33. We also will be providing light food and refreshments as well to everyone who comes out and participates. We're gonna have a little bit of things that you can take home with you to remember the experience and remember the knowledge gained. So, with all that being said, please be on the lookout for all the things that I have up and coming. Thank you so much for the support. Thank y'all for the love. I love all of you guys. And y'all have a wonderful evening tonight. I'm going to get some other stuff done and do some research and some other things I need to do. But thank y'all. Peace and love. Check me out on YouTube as well. Peace. Oops.